is Danna Crawford. Welcome to this list building technique webinar. This is a guided demonstration and we are live, and I'm located in Ocala, Florida, in case you didn't know. But I've been, let's see, does this work now? Here we go. I've been with Constant Contact since 2007. And they actually contacted me to start doing presentations for them because I was so successful doing my eBay presentations. I've been an eBay seller since, well, 18 years, and it's my life. And I learned how to market my eBay business using email marketing. And I soon, took advantage of that great power. And then they contacted me and asked me to start sharing more information about email marketing, so I decided to do it because it complements every business. So thanks again for joining me. I know you'd want to hear about me, but you can visit my website at powersellingmom.com and you can learn all about me there. So we're going to go ahead and get started because we have a lot to cover, and I would like to finish a little bit early because I am teaching an eBay workshop up in Gainesville, Florida this afternoon. So we got a tight schedule. Right now, the agenda is we're going to talk about creating lists and growing your list. That's why we're here. It's all about growing your list. And let's see, before I continue, I see your face is to the left of the slide. Okay. Thank you very much, Carrie. We're going to talk about 51 list building suggestions and virtual assistant readiness. So let's get started. Now, the first part of this, excuse me, I want to talk about getting logged in. Now, everyone here should have their free trial set up by now. If not, you can go right to powersellingmom.constantcontact.com. So be sure to do that so that I can get my gold star and I can get credit. So after you've set up your account, then go ahead and log in. And this is where you will just put in your username and your password and then simply log in. Very easy. And then once you log in, you'll be at this screen. Now, last webinar we talked about getting set up with emails, but this webinar, and if you missed that, don't worry, we've got more coming up. You can also sign up for my webinar list so that you'll get more invites to future webinars. But this one, we're going to go ahead and click on contacts. Excuse me. So this is where we're going to go to take a look at what kind of lists we have. So we're going to click on contacts. And when we do that, you'll see this is where we're at the contact management. And here we can take a look at who's on our list, how many people have joined, and this all kind of thing, all of this kind of stuff. So, but right now we're going to go click on email list. And when we click on that, now it'll bring us to the list management area. And this is where we want to be. Now, when we're at the list management area, you'll see the default is called general list, general interest. That's the general, every single account will have that as a default. You can change that name later. But we're going to enter a new list. And this is the beginning of creating the list that'll be ready for us to add contacts to. So all we do is type in the name of a list that we're going to preset. And for this example, we're going to call it Facebook. Excuse me. So we're going to start with creating a Facebook list. And all you do is type in the word Facebook and then add list. How easy is that? I have like, I don't know, 140 some lists in my account. I don't know if there's a limit, but I like having lists so that I can keep track of where everybody's at. Like today, all of you are going to be on my webinar list for list building list. Then after you click on add list, now it'll go back to your list management page. And now you can see it's above general interest, and the list has been created, and it's ready for me to add what I want. And again, you can rename general interest or you can delete it later. Now, excuse me, here are a few examples of pre-list building. Excuse me. Oh. So this is my suggestion. You know, you could take it or leave it, but these are the pre-list building suggestions that I suggest. So we have Facebook. We have a list for family. On that list, I just put my kids, my aunts and uncles, that I put all those people on that list so that when I want to send out family information, it just goes to that list. I have one called website, and that's for when I have people register, subscribe to my newsletter from Power Selling Moms. Then when they subscribe there, they're automatically put on a website list. This helps me monitor where people are coming from as my list is growing. So I have one called blog, if I put it on a blog. Twitter, if I shoot out information to Twitter and ask people to subscribe. Pinterest, LinkedIn, Instagram, events, when I do local events, like today I'm up in Gainesville, and all those people will be on my Gainesville list. You can have a town list, the name of your town, if you're getting local people. Mobile list, I have one for my iPad. I have one for my my iPhone, so that if anyone subscribes, then they get put on those lists. And then, of course, YouTube. I get a lot of subscribers from YouTube, and they all go on that YouTube list, so I know what area I want to focus market to, that I know which list to use. So these are just suggestions on pre-list building. So we're going to jump in now to our 51 places to build your list. So, gosh, I see my words are messed up at the top there. Sorry about that. I'll have to fix that. But it does say, ask face-to-face. It's supposed to be over a bit. So having a sign-up form, whoops, sorry. Okay. Just having a sign-up form available won't always be enough. So you want to train yourself and your employees to always be asking. Wait a minute. I hope I didn't just shut this down. No, I'm sure. Just have a sign-up form available won't always be enough. Train yourself and your employees to always ask prospects to sign up and register. And then also check your database. Don't overlook the obvious. You'll probably already have a database of contacts who would love to join your list, and then ask them to sign up. Friends and family. So as I mentioned, you want to get send a note out to your friends and family. I hope I didn't just stop this. Hold on. I have to check and make sure we're all still here. Okay, there you are. Sorry, I thought that I lost you. I don't know what happened to my screen. Okay, I'm all right. Okay, I feel better now. All right, so ask your family and friends if they can be added to the list. Then you could put it in a fishbowl. So that's a good way to, okay, thank you. The fishbowl idea. It's funny, I went to Longhorn recently, and they had a fishbowl up on the counter, and that was for a giveaway, and I thought that's a good way to start, because if you put your fishbowl on the counter, and then people enter for a free meal or something, then you also need to have a notice on there saying you'll also be added to our newsletter. So it also gives you another way to get their contact information, get that added to your list. Excuse me. Over the phone, ring, ring. So have a great conversation with a customer or supporter. Keep the conversation going. Ask them to join your email list. So just call up a few people and say, hey, would you like to join my email list? Telephone, we forget about sometimes. It still works great. Now, I know I had some people here today that are actually have small businesses, brick and mortar businesses. So put it on your sidewalk sign. So you notice if you have a special on your sidewalk sign or something out front for daily updates, sign up for our weekly email list and encourage people, because when you're walking by and you see that, I know I do, because I think, oh, I'm going to get a discount if I sign up. I signed up the other day for this restaurant called First Watch. And if I joined their email list, then I got a free coupon that was buy one, get one free. So my husband went to check it out. So it was very motivational to get me to go try it out. Add a sign-up form to your Facebook page. Now, I just met a lady earlier today. Shout out to the Creative Cake. And she actually just happened to pop in on Facebook, and I happened to look at her page, and I thought, well, where's her sign-up form? She has no sign-up form for me to subscribe to her newsletter, because I was ready to subscribe. And then I went to her website, and I looked through her website, and she didn't have a sign-up form, so I actually sent her a little note, and she's here today. So welcome, Creative Cakes. Thanks for joining us. So I'll be able to show you how to add a sign-up form directly to your Facebook page. If you go to my Facebook page, it's called facebook.com/Danna, D-A-N-N-A, Crawford 1. And you'll see my sign-up form there to get an idea how that works. And it's customizable as well. Also on Twitter, you can write yourself a note right now to tweet about my email at least once a week. So I try to, I use Hootsuite, and I'll send out notes saying sign up for my newsletter, subscribe to my newsletter, and send that out on Twitter. Also, don't forget about your Facebook cover photo, because your cover photo, I look at it almost like a billboard. My eBay selling friends, your eBay storefront is like a Facebook billboard. It allows us to do a lot of advertising across that billboard. Same thing with Facebook. We can put a call to action on there. We can have subscribe to my newsletter, get more information. It works really well. Number 10 is to buy a Facebook ad. Now, the prices vary all different types. Now, one thing I can tell you to be very careful, because I just did it, and I got a bill for like $117 from Facebook. I was like, oh my God. So pay attention to what numbers you put in. I had put in, I thought I was putting in that my limit was $20 total for the program, but I put in $20 a day. And I didn't discover it until I was, $100 into it, and I was like, oh my gosh. So pay attention if you do the Facebook ads. Take your time and fill them out properly. They work super well, but pay attention to it when you're filling it out. Okay, number 11 is use your YouTube channel. Again, I get a lot of traffic from YouTube. So making the leap into an online video, create an online video, and then talk about your emails in the video. I haven't done that. I haven't talked about my email in a video. I will do that soon. But meanwhile, I also, because I do a lot of videos, I did one today on treasure hunting, because my husband and I went to an estate sale this morning. So when I'm doing a video, I'll try to remember to put a link in there saying subscribe to my newsletter. And then when people subscribe from there, boom, they go right on my YouTube list. Now, another one is Foursquare. I also forgot to mention, if you have any questions, feel free to type them in as I'm going along, and they may get answered. And then if it gets answered, you can remove it. And then at the end, I'll go through all the questions. Okay, Foursquare, you can update your business info and post alerts to people in the area. Try sharing a link to your sign-up form and see how that does. Number 13 is join a LinkedIn group. So when appropriate, let members of the same LinkedIn group know about your email list. Now, there's good etiquette to have when you're using a LinkedIn group or any group, Facebook group, whatever kind of group you're in. There's proper etiquette with that. You can't just blast and spam and say, join my newsletter, join my newsletter. You can't do that. So you have to be kind of cool about it, and then discreetly. I call it discreet marketing. That's another webinar. But on this series, we're doing this. But it's kind of a fine line how you go about that. So show proper etiquette and be cool. Number 14, same kind of etiquette when you're using a Google community. So you want to have the same form. Like, you can do a search for any of these communities, LinkedIn, Google, Facebook, Pinterest. You can do searches in the communities and put in your keywords, like our cakes lady. You could put in cake decorating, and then see if there's a group already about it. See if there's a group or a community already about cake decorating. What a great opportunity for you to get in there and market your business, and then say, hey, subscribe to my newsletter because I'm giving great information about cake decorating. Remember that people are going to want to join your newsletter if you're going to share them information, if you're going to share helpful information. People are not going to join your newsletter if you're going to be like, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product. That's not how it works. Think about it. We're not going to subscribe if it's always buy my product. I'm going to subscribe if you're going to provide helpful information to me. Tweet chats, I haven't done this in a long time, but I may need to do this. But a tweet chat works really well. I've done it for other companies that I've contracted with in the past, and I've done tweet chats for them, and my goodness, we've built up their email list. I think the last time I did it, we had like 85 subscribers to the email within the hour of doing a tweet chat. So it definitely works. Now here's a great idea that I haven't even tried yet. I have a Vine account, and I know my friend Carrie has a Vine account, and I'm not active on there as much as I should be, and I know when I do go in there, I try to look at everybody. If you're on Vine, give me a shout out, and we can like each other on Vine. I have fun with it, mostly with my cat or my husband, but I never thought about this actually until I put this together, and it was tell people why they should sign up. So you have 6 seconds when you make a Vine video, so why not? Get your camcorder, whatever you're using, to your iPhone and make a Vine video and say, hey, subscribe to my newsletter. It's right down here is the link, and do your pitch. So I need to do that. Stay tuned. All right, number 17, add a sign-up link to your social bios. So allow social connections to easily find your email sign-up form by linking it to your profile. So all of your profiles that you set up everywhere, I usually just have a link to my website, and then my website has a way for people to subscribe to my newsletter. So I really push that on my website. But you could also add it to your bios. Number 18, to the website. That's a given. Easily add a link to your sign-up form on your website and collect emails from people who visit your site. I get subscribers every day. I get a couple thousand hits to my website every day, and it's growing because I have a new SEO kind of gal, and so I'm really excited. But because of that, I get a lot of subscribers every day, so it's definitely worth setting up. Here's another good one, is to create reasons for people to sign up. Sorry, excuse me. So ask your current contacts why they enjoy your emails. I should send out a survey. Say, hey, how's everybody enjoying my emails? And then whatever reasons they give you, you can use that as a post. You know, this is, I subscribe because I get this information, or the biggest benefit for subscribing. Take those testimonies from people and use them. Okay, and then add it to your blog, number 20. If someone enjoys what you have to say on your blog, there's a good chance they'll want to see your updates in their inbox. So point that out. If you're getting a lot of business or traffic to your blog or your website, chances are they're going to want to subscribe to your newsletter. Now here's another good one, is number 21, and this is for a guest blog. Now if anybody out there would like to be a guest blogger at Power Selling Mom on my website, I do not mind. Just send me an email, and I'll be happy to include a link to subscribe to your newsletter. So if you have a newsletter, well, obviously you're going to have a newsletter link set up, and then you can be a guest blogger at my website. And it's a great way for everybody to cross-promote and help each other a bit. Check for your industry. Cake decorating. Check for other bloggers in your industry and ask them. Say, hey, could I write a post about a tip on decorating cupcakes, or a tip on something? Could I offer that? And then, you know, I'll do it for free if you can just allow me to put links back to my information. Put a link back to Twitter, to Facebook, plug all of your sites, and especially subscribe to your newsletter. Another, number 22, is to comment on blog posts. So participate in conversations about your area of expertise on your favorite blogs. Again, go visit your blog, and then you can leave a comment. And sometimes in some comments they do allow links back. So you can leave a comment, say, hey, I love this information you've shared. I'd like to let you know that I also have a newsletter out. Please subscribe to my newsletter or visit my website or whatever. Blogging, comments on blogs really work well for me as well. Number 23, test the different calls to action. So calls to action, this is the way that you word this is what gets people to subscribe to your newsletter. I've been able on my eBay store to grow my newsletter to about 2,000 subscribers. I feel that the way that I've been able to build that is because I always put, I word it something like, subscribe to my newsletter to receive exclusive offers for subscribers only. Join my newsletter to receive exclusive offers for subscribers only, and industry news. So here's a few suggestions. Join our list to receive exclusive discounts. So if you put something out there and then put it on your calendar, those of you that have my goal setting calendar, put it on your calendar and then say, well, I'm going to test that in a month and see, you know, how many subscribers we get, and then go back and see how many signed up, and if it didn't work out, try another type of call to action and see if that'll work better. It's worth a try. Number 24, online payment forms. So collect email addresses when people are making a purchase. Be sure to indicate they're opting in to receive future emails from you. Now this works really well. I do a couple of emails I manage email accounts for a couple nonprofits. And when we do their donations, we do the same thing. So make a donation and then opt in, subscribe to my newsletter, and that works really well as well. Number 25, optimize online listings. So did you know that 49% of small businesses have never updated their online listings? So those of you that have those brick and mortars, as soon as we're done here, go check Yelp and check all of those online listings on Google Local and wherever else you may be, and see that they're up to date. Sometimes I even forget to check mine. So, and then when you update it, add, subscribe to my newsletter, join our email list, however you want to word it. Number 26, use your podcast. So mention your email newsletter during your podcast. I usually do when I remember. I do podcasts. I don't do them as often as I have. I am getting back into the swing. I've been doing podcasts since 2007. If you go to powersellingmomradio.com, you can see what it's like. But I bought the website domain, or I bought the domain name joinmynewsletter.com. How easy is that, right? So then I can send people right to subscribe to my newsletter, and it's easy for me to talk about. Joinmynewsletter.com. When I'm giving a presentation or I'm somewhere, and it's another way for me to capture their email address to subscribe to a list. Hey, everybody, joinmynewsletter.com. So think about that when you're creating your domains to make life easier for subscribers. Number 27, collect emails with an online survey. Now, a lot of companies do this. You know, fill out this simple survey and then you subscribe to the newsletter. And this is a good way to get feedback as well, especially for pizza places or whatever kind of business you're in. To get good feedback is to conduct a survey. Number 28, promote your email archive. So use email archives to promote your past emails. You can share your archive on your blog, your website, on social media. I love using the archives at Constant Contact because I can pull up those past newsletters and those past things that I've sent out and bring them to life again and start using them over again. So the archives work really great for me. Number 29. Now this is something that I notice a lot of marketers overlook, and that is to put a sign-up link in your newsletter. Now you think, oh, what the heck? I've already got the newsletter. The subscribers are already receiving the newsletter. Why would I add a sign-up link? Well, the reason you want to have a sign-up link is because hopefully they are sharing that newsletter, and if they share it or your newsletter becomes a website, then all of a sudden somebody comes in a year later, a month later, and they're reading it and they love all that information. They want to subscribe. So make it easy for them to also become a subscriber. Number 30, don't forget to add social share buttons to your email. So another reason I love Constant Contact, because my templates are built at the top so that you can automatically include the Facebook, the Twitter, the LinkedIn, the Google+, and then have the thumbs up and like. So if anybody clicks on any of those, it gets viral. Your information goes viral, and it gets more attention. And you can build your list. Now, my favorite dog in the world is this little black pug. My mom has a little black pug. I call her my sister. I'm an only child, so that's my sister, Abby. Number 31 is use forward to a friend. Now, don't forget to add that in your email newsletter so that people can indeed forward that. And it'll go viral, so they'll go forward it, and then, oh, you got a subscriber. Number 32. Now, this is another one that gets overlooked a lot. And that is to add your email to your signature. So at the bottom of your email, when you're sending out regular emails, whether you use Gmail, America Online, Yahoo, or whatever service you're using, you can add this signature at the bottom, and you can encourage them to subscribe to your newsletter, visit your website, your social. There's a site here called WiseStamp, and they're a company out of Israel. That's WISESTAMP.com. And you can check them out. You can add that for free. They have a free and they have a paid version. They were actually a guest on Power Selling Mom Radio at one point, and they're great guys, the team of those guys from Israel. So anyhow, you can add that to your signature, and that's another way to get more people to subscribe. So number 33 is to use PicMonkey. Again, my graphics are in the way. So with PicMonkey, you can put text over images, This is a great way to ask people to join your list. Share your images on Facebook, Twitter, or hang them up in your store, even those of you that have the brick and mortar. But you can put more information directly on the graphics. You don't have to go buy a fancy Adobe Photoshop program. You can use PicMonkey and just go to picmonkey.com. Number 34, there's an app for that. So this is another key thing that I love about using Constant Contact is I have the app on my iPhone. So if I'm out and about talking to someone, I can just hand them my iPhone and say, here, put in your email address, and then they're added to my list. Number 35 is text to join. And when I'm doing events, I can tell everyone to text. I actually can't remember what it is right now, but I'll tell them to text the number, and then I'll say just put in DANNA and send me that text, and they actually then are added to my email list, and they subscribe right to my email list that way as well. Text to join. Number 36 is to use a QR code. Now, along with your Constant Contact account, they have built-in QR codes. You can create those easily. I'll cover more of that later if you need help. But these are great. This especially helped my friends that have the food truck. So what we did was we created the QR code and then put it on the side of by the window where people check out to get their food at the food truck. And then while people are all standing there, they can scan the QR code, and then when they do that, it says above it, receive exclusive offers or monitor where we're going to be, see where our next location is, and then they get updates on where the food truck is located. Number 37 is to use an iPad. Now, I actually subscribe to this service. It's called iCapture. I pay $80. I think it just went up. I think it's $90 now, a month, or excuse me, it's not a month. I would not pay that. It's a year, and it's called iCapture. And what it does is it complements my Constant Contact account, so that when I go to my events and the people that didn't register live, I can pass my iPad around the room, and everybody logs in manually. I'm going to be in Vegas in a couple of weeks at an eBay radio. I'm a speaker there. I'm going to pass my iPad around everywhere and have everybody sign up for my newsletter. It's a great way to capture all of those people and then have a great follow-up. But what I love about iCapture is when they fill it all out, boom, it automatically goes on my list right directly into my Constant Contact account. Brilliant tool. Number 38 is to use a brochure. So giving out flyers, brochures, or pamphlets at your store or office, if you're doing that already, or if you are putting them in your eBay packet that you mail out, you can put information on there, add the QR code, add your links. The brochure is another option. Now here's one I've not tried, and it is to run an ad in the paper. So get the most out of your print advertising investment. Tell people to visit your website and join your list. So if those of you that are doing print in the paper, when you run ads, include in that ad with a little line for them to subscribe to your newsletter, join your list. Number 40 is on your business card. Duh. So on your business card, you can add, again, the QR code. You could add your URL, your domain, however you want to do it. But be sure to encourage people to subscribe to join your newsletter directly on your business card. Add that line in there. It's worth the trouble. Number 41, add it to your menu. So I know a couple of you do have restaurants, so this is another opportunity. Who thought of? But when people are sitting there at the table looking at your menu, why not have at the bottom or somewhere your QR code? Let them join your email list while they're reading the menu. Number 42, I've actually done this for years, and that is to put, I would just write powersellingmom.com across my shipping boxes. I used to do it all the time. Now I have little stickers, but you could add a QR code on your boxes. You could order QR codes that are stickers, and who knows, people get nosy. They want to scan that. People that have those QR code readers, they want to scan everything. So it's another idea. Number 43 is during your event registration. So I use EventSpot through Constant Contact, and it actually, it's like a brilliant tool. It lets everyone register for my events, and then all those people that register go on my list, and at the bottom of every registration page it'll say, would you like to subscribe to my newsletter? And 99% of the people that register for my events also subscribe to my newsletter. Love it. Number 44, run an in-store raffle. This is, you can raffle off a prize your customers will love and collect email addresses in the process. Now, legally, they don't have to join your email list, but you can encourage them, you know, they get a raffle ticket, subscribe to my newsletter, and you can have a ticket or whatever thing you want to raffle off. It definitely works. Number 45 is run a Facebook sweepstakes. Now, I've done this a few times, and it works really well. So with social campaigns from Constant Contact, you can run a contest on Facebook and collect email addresses in the process. This works really well. I've done it a few times where I've run different giveaways. I gave away my calendar. I've given away different things, and it does build my email list and gets people to sign up. Definitely works. Number 46 is to start a loyalty program. So look for ways to reward your customers and grow your email list in the process. So join my email list, be a part of the loyalty program. I love Starbucks. Starbucks loyalty program is awesome, and you subscribe to the newsletter, you get points, they send you deals. Now I've grown my loyalty program so much with Starbucks that they actually mailed me a gold card. I have a gold card with my name on it from Starbucks, and I get free refills when I'm at Starbucks now, all because I was part of the loyalty program and I'm faithful. I pay attention to their emails. When they come out, they'll send an email saying, this month only, you get this. Panera Bread, they had their loyalty program. They sent me an email saying, you qualified for the whole month of April? No. Yeah, it was the whole month of April. I got free coffee. Not that I'm crazy about their coffee, but it was free, right? So I would go there for grab a sandwich, grab my cup of coffee, and it kept me coming into the store. I would even stop in and buy loaves of bread for my husband, even though I didn't really care. Anyhow, number 47, this is a really good idea, and it's run a birthday club. So create a club to help celebrate your customers' birthdays and grow your email list. So you can create a birthday list, and then what happens is they would, when they fill out the form, because you'll create a form ahead of time, and when they fill out the form, there will be a place for them to put in their birthday. And then you can create these emails. We're going to do automation email webinar coming up, but you can automate the emails to go out ahead of time for their birthday and then send them a special. So you don't have to sit there and be on alert at every birthday. You can automate this whole thing so that they'll go out on time, and then give them a special for their birthday. Give them a discount off that cake, or free shipping on any item from your eBay store on their birthday. Number 48 is to run a local deal. This is another thing that Constant Contact has started doing. I haven't tried it yet, but I've worked with a few companies that have, and it really works well, and it blows Groupon out of the water because the people, you don't pay for it. You can run a local deal for free, and you don't pay for it until someone buys it. When someone buys it, then you pay a percentage or whatever. But it's really cheaper than Groupon because Groupon, they have to pay to run it, and it's just not, I think people are getting burnt out on Groupon. I know I am. All right, 49, offer a coupon on Facebook. Now this I know works as well too. I've seen it in action, and you can have a coupon on the Facebook page. They like your page. There's also a rule about that. They don't have to like your page in order to get the coupon, but you can offer a coupon and encourage them to like your page or to like it and to share it. Encourage them to share it, and then it goes viral, and then more people subscribe. It really does work. Number 50 is to offer a piece of content. Now, this is a great one for my friend Key because he has some awesome ebooks. And I know he does a lot with ebooks. So this would be a good way for you to offer, get a free ebook, subscribe to my newsletter, get this free ebook. And you can create these pages in your Constant Contact account so that they'll be able to download the ebook. And it works really well. And the last one, number 51, is to offer an incentive to your employees. So those of you that have big businesses, get your employees excited about growing your email list. Offer a prize to the employee who collects the most email addresses. Now, I was at an event one day where all the employees had iPads, and they had that app on there where they held the iPad on their arm, and then they would get email addresses at the event. And all the employees had, you know, a thing going on who was going to get the most email addresses, and it worked really well, and they grew the list really fast. So there you have it. So you can grow with Constant Contact, one cool toolkit, one login, all the marketing campaigns you need together in one place. So you have your newsletters and announcements. You have offers and promotions. These are all optional. You have feedbacks and surveys. And, of course, you have events and registrations. These are all of the things that come with Toolkit. And then it lets you engage and build your network. So the $20 a month is the basic for email marketing. So getting started with up to 500 contacts is the way to kickstart with email marketing. Now, that is simply, I mean, $20 a month, that's how many burgers, not that I recommend having burgers, but that's, forget the burgers and spend $20 on email marketing. Also, becoming your personal virtual assistant. You can create Constant Contact to help you become in control of your marketing. It'll help you grow your list. There's ways that I've dedicated myself. Some of you used to be a member of my virtual online learning group, and that kind of went by the wayside because of so many hackers get it. So I've decided, because I love helping people and I love teaching webinars and doing events, so I'm dedicated to, for the next couple months, helping everyone learn this inside and out, because I know firsthand how powerful it works. So now I'm going to be holding everyone's hands and working personally with you to help you see how powerful this can be, because it's just a matter, it's a learning curve. And we're going to talk about engagement and become educated about all of these types of things. So by now, I hope you have your free account set up. And those that are ready, I am ready to, when you set up your paid account, log in, get that $20 going, and I'm going to assist you. I'm going to be ready here to help you. Okay, so now I'm going to pull up for questions. Oh, wow. There's a lot of questions here. All right. Sorry, I'm blind. Sorry about the text over the pictures. I really messed up on that. Wait. If we make a YouTube video, is the link to join our list in the video or just in the comments below the video? Good question. Now, you can do both. There is a way for you to put a link actually now in YouTube. I haven't done it. I see a lot of people putting those hot links in, but you could have like a caption pop up and then have the hot link go in that way, or you could have it down at the bottom in the comments. I think you could try either one, actually. Yes, John, I'd be happy to do a webinar on how to exactly insert Facebook into, actually I have a video already on that, and I'd be happy to send that to you. So I will, you know, it's a lot to take in and a lot to learn all at once. So baby steps. Just get the account set up, get your list ready, and then once the background is all in order, then you're ready to go and you're ready to start marketing. Also, if there's any videos that you're training that you feel you need, please shoot me an email and I will do my best to get the information to you if it's already available, or I will personally make another webinar. Let's see, we would like to get more people on our email list to like us on Facebook. It's $100 a free product. Should we request that they share it or like it? And how do we collect the users that act on it doing the raffle drawing? You know what? There's one that I used actually that worked really well too. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Survey Monkey. Survey Monkey also is another, no, sorry, scratch that. It's something with a helicopter. I have to look for it. But there's another one that helps you create a contest that people, when you create this contest, they have to like you on Facebook, they have to do this on Twitter, they have to subscribe to this, and then they get more entries into the contest. And that kind of service actually monitors the entries, and it's something helicopter. I can't remember. But if you do a search on Google, I'm sure you could find it. That's another option. But on Facebook has a new rule that went into effect that you can't force people to like you in order to get something. So you can encourage it, but you can't, you know, make it be the default. Okay, text to join. So text to join means that Constant Contact has a built-in tool, and I'd be happy to share that. And gosh, I should just go live. That's what I should do. Oh. Sorry, my screen, I had a lot of windows open, so I didn't plan on doing this, but I just figured, okay, we're okay on time. Because I know someone else has another webinar. I share this webinar with someone else, so I have to make sure that it's available for them because they need it at noon. So we only got a few more minutes. Of course, it's going to take forever now. Well, while that's coming up, here we go. Come on. See, that's why I don't like going live. Because it takes so long when you're trying to do something. Oh, I will send you the information. I'm sorry. My computer's running too slow today. Can you put a video on the sign-up page? What does that mean? Oh, you could, if you made your own custom page, you could actually do that, Carrie. Okay, gosh, we had a lot of good questions, you guys. Okay, well, that's coming up, taking forever. It's because I have, you know, the webinar running. I've got the webcam on. I've got it recording. So we have a lot going on. It's taking too long for my internet connection. If I could just log in really quick, I could show you so fast. Now, there are some of you that have an older version of Constant Contact. If you want to upgrade to the newer toolkit, shoot me an email and I can start the process to get you transferred over. There's no additional fee for that. So we can get the ball rolling onto the new platform. They actually rolled this out last year, the beginning of last year sometime. All right, well, it looks like I'm out of time. I am so sorry, but I'm not going to be able to show you this today. Yep. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I'm sorry I ran out of time, but I will definitely get more information. Please keep the emails coming. Get your account set up at Constant Contact and make sure that I get credit for it. I really appreciate that. And then if you've already got an account set up and you want to be under my network of learning, then shoot me an email and let me know that you already have an account set up, and then send me your username. I don't want your password. Just send me your username, and then I can see if I can get you added under my umbrella. So thank you again for joining me. It's been a pleasure. Until next time, I'm Danna Crawford, and happy email marketing. Okay, I got to figure out how to